Patrick Stewart grew up on the Red River. The Ringling, Oklahoma resident loves hand fishing, and the Red, as he calls it, is the perfect place to pull huge catfish out of the deep holes that dot this salty river, separating Oklahoma and Texas. At least it was the perfect place until July 4th, 2011. Something happened that eventually killed thousands of catfish, buffalo, and carp along 100 miles of the Red River. Patrick says the holiday weekend began just like so many others.
The fish were fine, they were healthy, we were hand fishing in the brush piles, and they were fine. They would run over you, hurt you, everything was normal. The water wasn't that hot, the wind was blowing and keeping the water cooled. It was everything was normal.
Upstream from where Patrick Stewart was hand fishing, Charles Lockwood waded out into chest-deep water to bait his trot lines.
I had a minnow bucket, crawdads and grasshoppers, and my headlight, and there was about a big catfish come swimming by me. I mean, on top of the water, right there. I just dropped the bait buckets and reached down there and picked him up. He was 40-pound flathead.
Charles had never had such a thing happen before. It was like a gift from the river, a big catfish for free.
Got back up to our little fishing camp, and I could hear water splashing. So I went back out there, 11:30, and for the next, till I got tired, 1 o'clock, I swore out. I caught 20, 30. If they weighed less than 25 pounds, I didn't even mess with them.
All along the river, people were pulling huge catfish out of the water. Lindo Van Buskirk at first thought it was a fish harvest, and he got to work preparing for one big fish fry.
Early morning, we cleaned 2 or 3 of them. And as the day progressed and the problem progressed, it was like, hey, we better wait and find out what's causing this.
The problem was 40-year-old catfish do not swim on top of the water and wait to be caught. What happened the next day left these veteran Red River fishermen stunned.
I went there the next morning, and those fish were trying to get out of the water and dying and running up on the bank.
And I went upriver and downriver, and I was amazed. Just every few yards, there was a catfish, and there wasn't. I didn't see anything probably a whole lot less than 3 or 4 pounds. Plumb up to 60, 70. I saw catfish in there that I didn't know was that big in the river.
No, well, we knew something was wrong from the get-go. I mean, because it's just something that's never happened. I mean, something has to happen to cause that.
One of those catfish weighed in at 105 pounds. Its carcass is the lone remaining physical evidence of the fish kill. It hangs on a telephone pole south of Mud Creek along the state highway out of Ringling. Having fished the Red River for decades, it was clear to everyone we talked to that this fish kill was not from natural causes. That was the kind of fish kill they had seen many times before.
I've witnessed fish dying in Mud Creek behind my house in the fall due to oxygen level depletions, when the water quit flowing and the leaves come out of the trees and they come up and start pulling air off the top. And I've witnessed fish die like that, on pretty large quantities, but never seen fish die in Red River like that ever. No.
And that spurred Patrick to start calling friends and warning them, do not eat the fish.
These were all the big fish, big catfish, yes. It scared me real bad because I knew that some people had gathered these fish up and taken them in to eat. Me and my family had been in the river, and a lot of other people that I've known have been in the river.
It appears the fish kill began due south of Ringling in what is known as the Oscar Bluff area of the Red River. It's named after what was once an oil boom town in the 1930s. All that remains of the town of Oscar today is a mail drop. Getting to that part of the river from the Oklahoma side is difficult because of the steep cliffs and the need for permission to cross private property. No one would give us permission to photograph the river from their land, so this video is from the side of the road and up a steep embankment to the property fence line where the Oscar Road ends. But the fish kill did not stop at the Oscar Bluffs. It kept on going downstream.
I'm thinking, what is going down the river and killing these fish like this? They're fine one day, nothing's wrong with them, and then whatever this is that hits in there, it's killing the fish, and it's bothering them so bad that they're trying to get out on the bank. I mean, they're wanting out of the river.
When I was finding dead fish And I called and checked downriver, 20, 25 miles. They didn't believe me. A day or two later, they were calling me back saying, wow, fish are dead. They're dying. What's it like up there? And I said, it's clear. They're already dead.
The Red River fish kill of July 2011 continued for 100 miles, ending at the headwaters of Lake Texoma. Video from KXII-TV in Ardmore and Sherman, Texas, along with photographs from the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, show the carnage. After 8 months, there is no explanation for the Red River fish kill. That leaves residents of the area and longtime Red River fishermen upset.
If we got some people that know something, why can't we find out? You know, and why can't we do something about it? Or maybe because if we found out, we'd have to do something about it.
I called about, I don't know, a month or a month and a half, and they said, well, all we can rule out for sure that it wasn't like oxygen. But we can't tell you what it is. And I don't think to this day, which is what, March the 13th, they can still tell us what it is.
The Department of Environmental Quality and the Environmental Protection Agency both took water samples all along the Red River. After months of testing, what they found raises more questions than answers. Dave Berry is the Public Information Officer for the Dallas Regional Office of the EPA.
Heavy metals remain suspect in the cause of the fish kill. What is undetermined is the source of the contamination.
And that is the subject of our next report, as the investigation into the Red River fish kill and its possible lasting impact continues.